Hi everyone, my name's Alex. I'm the creative director here at Kala Sangam, and this is...
I'm Ifty. I'm the facilities manager here at Kala Sangam.
And we thought we'd make just a quick video because last week Ifty and I were 2 of 4 members of staff here at Kala Sangam who got the first of our vaccinations, our COVID jabs. We got, to be clear, we got the vaccinations because there's a small group of us who are very face-to-face with young people and vulnerable users of our building and have been through the lockdown, so that's the reason why we had the vaccine. What else? We had the Pfizer jab, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we'll talk a bit about our experience of where we had it. What was your feeling about before you got the vaccine?
Well, obviously there's so many theories going about. It was this, you could get this, you could get that, but it was like whenever it's going to be, and obviously for the safety of us and the safety of the people that are coming into our building, it was like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. So we went, and it was a bit anxious on what's it going to be like. I'm not really that great with needles anyway.
we had one of our group as well who was particularly anxious about it and was worried and had seen some of those rumours and misinformation that have been circulating, and I think was generally quite worried about it because of it.
He was very worried. He was direct to the point of before even going, do I really want to get this done? He was questioning it still. It was like, no, look, we're here, we're all going to do it together, and let's just go, we've got to do what we've got to do, and just not think about everything, all the negative things that have been talked about it.
Yeah.
Let's go and experience it for ourselves.
It was quite useful, I think, that there was a small group of us that could kind of, talk that through and be confident together. So we got the Pfizer jab at BRI. What was your experience? I mean, I felt like that was it was really well run. I did,
Well, it was really smooth. Like, obviously, we'd got the paperwork immediately. We knew within 2 days we were there, straight in. It was nicely. It was done. It was set up brilliantly. Clear instructions. People there to support you, ask you how you're feeling, are you okay, and just step by step what we went through, and even to the point of going there, sitting down, the lady having a chat with you, how do you feel okay, and then just that, just that thing, have a little prick, look away, and we got it, and that's it. And then even that, just coming away, going and sitting down 15 minutes, all of the social distance, just having that chat, how do you feel? With that 15 minutes, just talking to one another and asking how you feel within yourselves, and that's it. Before you knew it, it was like
it was done.
Yeah, we were done and out of it.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I actually genuinely felt quite safe through that whole process. And it was, as you said, it was really nice that there were at least 3 stages where people were talking to you and explaining things about it and being reassuring you. And the staff, the NHS staff, were just brilliant all the way through it. And you could tell they're on it now. Yeah. Like they've got it nailed down.
Well, it was like, obviously the members of staff that we were saying that was a bit anxious about it, even while we were stood as we walked through, before we'd even got to getting our forms or anything. He asked the lady there, have you had your vaccine? And she said, yeah, I've had it 3 weeks ago. So he was asking her, how do you feel? And she said, I was absolutely fine. I had a bit of an achy arm, but that's about it. I was absolutely fine. So that gave him, just before going in, that little bit more reassurance that, look, it's absolutely fine.
And how? So that's the final thing about it. How did you feel after having had the injection?
I felt absolutely fine. The only thing I felt was very hungry. But
those of you that know Ifty may know that that's not a surprise that Ifty felt hungry after it.
But I felt absolutely fine. Even a couple of hours later, I still felt fine.
I had an achy arm.
Well, I had that the following morning.
Yeah.
I think that was only after resting it. The following morning, I had a bit of an achy arm, and throughout the day, it got a bit more.
But it didn't stop me from doing anything.
No.
It was just a bit of an.
Well, we came into work the next morning.
Yeah.
Just came in, normal day, just carried on, and that's it. It was just the same thing you'd experience. I've had vaccines when I've travelled, and it's the same kind of thing that you experience. If anything, it was less than that. With that, you get that little bit of tiredness, you get a bit of a runny nose or something. You do get that, or a little bit of temperature. With this, we never got anything. No temperature, no nothing.
No, I know side effects are different, but I didn't get a temperature. I didn't feel ill.
No.
I didn't feel poorly from the back of it. I felt a bit tired the next day, and I had a bit of an achy arm, but you know, that could have been just homeschooling my 8-year-old, could have maybe been a bit like that, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess then, you know, I don't know about you, but our experience of getting that vaccine, I don't feel could have been much better. It felt safe. We didn't have side effects. I've personally felt a huge amount of relief once we had that vaccine. It felt like we were kind of in the right.
And that's exactly like to the member of staff that we were saying. It was because obviously I took the responsibility of picking him up, taking him with me, and dropping him back home as well. And even on the way back, you know, I said, "How do you feel?" He said, "I feel all right." Text him a few hours later, "How do you feel?" "Yeah, I feel fine." And even the next day, once he'd woken up, we'd had a conversation, and he said, "No, I feel absolutely fine." And like, we're all gearing to go for our second job.
Yeah. And so, what would your message be then? So in Bradford, we know that there has been misinformation that's being passed around within certain communities, particularly Pakistani heritage community that you're part of. What would your message be to everybody, that anybody there who's maybe still feeling reluctant and still, you know, hearing negative things about it?
Well, it's just from our own experience. Obviously, there was 2 of us that come from Pakistani heritage, and obviously, me, I don't really read that much into the theories that have been put out there. But youth member staff did read a lot into it, and that's why I felt a lot more anxious about it. And it's just about just speak to people that have had it done. We've had it done. The experience that we had was absolutely brilliant. You know, the support and how, like you said, how the NHS staff were brilliant every stage throughout. It's a 10-15 minute maximum process if you really look at it from the moment you walk through the doors and out. But the support and the way that you're told and how you felt, how comfortable you felt, and by each time you're following through before you even get to the point of sitting down and having the vaccine, it's explained to you any questions you've got. You're being told from each part that you're travelling through just to get that jab. You're told any questions, anything you feel, anything you want to ask, how do you feel within yourself. And as well as that, having the vaccine itself, it's like people have said there's been this, there's been that, whatever it is that people have said. Us, you know, we're here in front of you, we've had it, we never experienced anything, we come back to another day's work, we come back that same day to work and the next day back into work, and it's been absolutely fine. And you know, all that's just, it's there, but it's not there, it's not what it is, what people are saying. You go and experience it yourself, and the thing of it is you're protecting yourself and you're protecting others, and you're protecting your own family, you're protecting, obviously with us working with vulnerable young people within this building, we're protecting them and protecting ourselves as well. Yeah,
I mean, it felt like a huge relief and a real step in the right direction. So I think, you know, from Ifty and myself and all of the team at Kala Sangam, you know, when it's your time to be called for a vaccine, we would strongly encourage you to do that and talk to people. And hey, look, if you want to talk to us about our experiences anymore, you know where we are. You're seeing this on one of our social media channels. So please do talk to us. And once we've all had that first jab or second jab, and hopefully then with the roadmap in June, we'll be able to start welcoming everybody back into Kala Sangam.